How to fix Microsoft Flight Simulator endless download loop. Welcome back to Teknobalta. Today, we delve into a pervasive and frustrating issue plaguing many aspiring aviators in Microsoft Flight Simulator: the dreaded endless download loop. This phenomenon, often characterized by repetitive downloads of large data packages or progress bars that appear stuck despite active network activity, isn't always a genuine loop, but frequently a misinterpretation of the simulator's complex installation and unpacking processes. Given the game's massive file size and intricate asset management, resolving this requires a methodical, deep-dive approach into system configurations, network stability, and game-specific data integrity. We'll explore a comprehensive suite of solutions to get you airborne without further delay. The primary culprit behind what appears to be an endless download loop is often the game's extensive post-download verification and decompression phases. Microsoft Flight Simulator downloads highly compressed archives that require significant CPU and disk I/O to unpack and integrate, processes which can sometimes take hours without visible progress updates, leading users to believe the download has stalled or restarted. Patience is paramount, but alongside this, several underlying system and network issues can genuinely impede the installation, necessitating a systematic troubleshooting strategy. Understanding these factors is the first step toward a definitive resolution. Exercise patience and monitor resource usage. Microsoft Flight Simulator involves downloading extremely large files, often followed by extensive unpacking, verification, and installation stages that might not visually update the progress bar. Before assuming a loop, open Task Manager, Ctrl+Shift+S, and monitor your disk activity, CPU usage, and network activity to confirm that background processes are actively running. Sometimes, the game can take several hours post-download to process files, even on fast systems, without showing visual progress. Ensure ample disk space. Despite initial download sizes, Microsoft Flight Simulator requires substantial free disk space for both the installed game and temporary unpacking files, often exceeding 150-200 GB for the base game alone. Verify that your target drive has at least 200-300 GB of free space to accommodate the installation and any temporary data created during the process. Insufficient space can cause installations to halt or loop prematurely as the system fails to write necessary files. Run Microsoft Flight Simulator as administrator. Permissions issues are a common cause of installation failures and download loops, preventing the game from writing critical files to system directories. Right-click on the Microsoft Flight Simulator shortcut, the Xbox app, or the Steam client, and select Run as Administrator to grant the necessary elevated privileges. This ensures the installer has unrestricted access to modify system files and directories, preventing access denied errors. Verify internet connection stability. A fluctuating or unstable internet connection can lead to corrupted downloads, forcing the game client to restart segments or the entire download process repeatedly. Perform a speed test and ensure your connection is stable and consistent, preferably using a wired Ethernet connection over Wi-Fi for optimal reliability. Temporarily disable any bandwidth-intensive applications or services during the download to dedicate maximum bandwidth to MSFS. Temporarily disable antivirus and firewall. Aggressive security software can misinterpret the large data transfers and file modifications of MSFS as malicious activity, leading to stalled downloads or corrupted installations. Temporarily disabling your antivirus suite and Windows firewall before initiating the download can often resolve these conflicts, ensuring unimpeded data flow. Remember to re-enable them once the installation is complete for security. Update Windows to the latest version. Outdated Windows versions, particularly those missing critical updates for the Xbox app and gaming services, can severely impact MSFS installation stability. Navigate to Settings Windows Update and ensure your operating system is fully up to date, installing all cumulative and optional updates. A fully patched Windows environment provides the most stable foundation for game installations. Clear Microsoft Store cache. A corrupted Microsoft Store cache can interfere with downloads and installations, especially for games acquired through the Xbox app or the store itself. To clear it, press Win+R, type wsreset, exe, and press Enter. A black command prompt window will appear briefly and then close, automatically launching the Microsoft Store with a refreshed cache. This often resolves minor download inconsistencies. Repair and reset Xbox app and gaming services. The Xbox app and gaming services are integral to MSFS installations on Windows. Go to Settings, Apps and Features, locate Xbox and gaming services, click on Advanced Options for each, and select Repair. If repairing doesn't work, proceed with Reset. This action clears their data and reinstates them to a default state, resolving many underlying installation issues. Reinstall gaming services via PowerShell. If a simple repair/reset doesn't suffice, a complete reinstallation of gaming services might be necessary. Open PowerShell as an administrator and execute get-apps package Microsoft gaming services, remove apps package elusers. Then, in the same PowerShell window, run start ms Windows Store //pdp/ producted equals 9 mwpm2 cqnlhn to reinstall gaming services from the Microsoft Store. This ensures a clean, functional installation. Change Microsoft Store /Steam download region. Sometimes, regional server issues or network congestion can cause download problems. For the Microsoft Store /Xbox app, ensure your region settings are correct. For Steam, navigate to Steam Settings Downloads and try changing your download region to a different, geographically close server. This can often reroute your download traffic to a less congested server, improving stability and speed. Disable IPv6 temporarily. Certain network configurations or router firmwares can have compatibility issues with IPv6, leading to download interruptions. Temporarily disabling IPv6 on your network adapter might resolve these conflicts. Go to Network and Internet Settings, open Adapter Options, right-click your active adapter, select Properties, uncheck Internet Protocol version 6 TCP/IPv6, and apply changes. Remember to re-enable it if this doesn't help or causes other network issues. Check system file integrity with SFC and DISM. Corrupted system files can silently interfere with large installations. Run the System File Checker (SFC) and Deployment Image Servicing and Management (DISM) tools to repair potential Windows corruption. Open Command Prompt as an administrator and execute SFC/scan, followed by DISM/online/cleanupimage/restore health. These commands scan for and repair corrupted system files, bolstering OS stability. Perform a clean boot. Conflicting third-party software or background applications can often interfere with MSFS downloads and installations, leading to perceived loops. This isolates the installation process, allowing you to identify if a particular background program is causing the conflict. Re-enable services incrementally to find the culprit. Clear MSFS package cache, manual deletion. If MSFS has previously started downloading and got stuck, it might have left corrupted partial files in its package cache, causing subsequent attempts to loop. Navigate to C /users /appdata /local/packages /Microsoft. Flight Simulator 8 WEKIB 3D8 BBWE /local cache for store version or the Steam equivalent, and delete the packages folder entirely. This forces a fresh download without corrupt local data. Verify game files, Steam version. For Steam users, the Verify Integrity of Game Files feature is crucial for resolving download or installation issues by checking for corrupted or missing files. Right-click Microsoft Flight Simulator in your Steam library, go to Properties Local Files, and click Verify Integrity of Game Files. Steam will then scan and re-download any necessary components, ensuring your installation is coherent. Update network adapter drivers. Outdated or corrupt network adapter drivers can lead to inconsistent network performance, causing downloads to stall or fail. Open Device Manager, expand Network Adapters. Right-click your active adapter and select Update Driver. Alternatively, visit your motherboard or network card manufacturer's website to download and install the latest drivers for optimal network stability. Utilize a VPN cautiously. In rare cases, specific Internet Service Providers, ISPs, might have routing issues or throttling that impact Microsoft's download servers. Using a reputable VPN service can sometimes circumvent these regional network bottlenecks by routing your traffic through a different path. Exercise caution and ensure the VPN is reliable, as it can also introduce its own set of latency or bandwidth issues. Change DNS servers. Your ISP's default DNS servers might be slow or unreliable, impacting download speeds and stability. Switching to public DNS servers like Google DNS 8, 8, 8, 8 and 8, 8, 4, 4 or Cloudflare 1, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0, 0, 1 can often improve resolution times and download consistency. This is configured in your network adapters, IP4 properties. Check for hard drive health. While less common, a failing hard drive or SSD can cause read/write errors, leading to corrupted downloads and installation loops. Run a disk check utility, e.g. chkdsk/f/r in command prompt for HDDs/SSDs or manufacturer-specific tools to diagnose and potentially repair any sector issues. A healthy drive is fundamental for handling MSFS extensive file operations. Reinstall Microsoft Flight Simulator, last resort. If all other troubleshooting steps fail, a complete reinstallation might be the only viable solution. Ensure you fully uninstall the game through Windows Settings or Steam, then manually delete any remaining game files or folders, especially the main packages folder mentioned earlier. A clean slate often resolves deeply entrenched installation issues, though it requires redownloading the entire game. Tackling the Microsoft Flight Simulator endless download loop can be a test of patience and technical fortitude, but by systematically applying these deep dive solutions, you significantly increase your chances of a successful installation. Remember, the game's immense size often means perceived loops are just extended background processes, so monitoring your system's activity is crucial before resorting to drastic measures. With these steps, you'll soon be soaring through the virtual skies of MSFS. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more expert technical guides and troubleshooting tips.